The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Ready.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On the ball. On the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The Falcons at 3-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Hey, Black Ultra. Wait.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Compton.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Open man right side is Kupp, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Murray now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it, but it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Green back. Go red. Drill green. Needle blue. Ready?
Now back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Zeke going to get it on the option. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pin.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. From the 45 on second down. Murray, he finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Compton. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, Murray. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So no scoring in our 1st half. What will the 2nd half bring as we are now back underway? He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give right side. Compton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away. from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Compton, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, Compton. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons 16.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Drop, 17. 22 needle. Ready.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Elliott. And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Compton. They find some open field here. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 34.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Compton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Compton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now, Compton, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They run the counter. Compton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down. Compton. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, Compton, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On first down, Compton. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. To throw is Murray. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger, and dominance is starting to take